Hey everyone, welcome to How Ines Rolls. Come with me as we head over to WinCo. Gotta get a few things for the new year. Let's go.
I feel like all of these should be on sale. Does that mean it's on sale, all this Christmassy candy?
Okay, so here is our massive WinCo grocery haul. So I'm going to be unpacking bag by bag and just showing you everything that I got. I will say that I bought a lot of dinners that are made, pre-made for the freezer, and I'll show you. So we're stocking up that freezer, and I'm just stocking up some more pantry stuff, plus keeping in mind that New Year's is right around the corner. So I like to get paper bags because we use those for recycle. I'll just have like the bag on nearby, near the garbage, and we just fill it up with recyclables, and then we just throw the whole thing away into the recycle bin. So it just makes it a little bit easier to have paper bags. So let's get started. Okay, first up, I picked up a couple of onions. So whenever we go to WinCo, I end up buying lots of fruits and vegetables. So, oh, we didn't get bananas. That's okay because the kids haven't been eating them lately. So next time I go, I'll get some bananas for sure. I have big plans for those onions. I picked up these. Paul said I should buy these Butterscotch Chips. If you know, I make these graham cracker bars. Sometimes people call them magic bars. It's got like sweetened condensed milk and graham crackers and coconut and chocolate chips. It's gonna be a good combo. I picked up some cheeses. They're just good to have on hand. And we actually go through lots. I love cheese. Okay, so we picked up also these Rolos. I thought maybe I could pick up some of those little pretzels and maybe do like a little melt thing where it makes like a little treat. I think Jonas is on board with that. Yes. Just picked up some Little Debbie's. I know the boys really like these ones. So I think there's some other ones back here too. I like just picking up a can of nacho cheese sauce. It's good to have on hand. We have plenty of tortilla chips, so it can be a really easy dinner too. I picked up a couple of these tubes of ground beef. It's not always my favorite, but their other ones were a lot more expensive. So yeah, this is good to have in a pinch for sure. I picked up some can of pineapple. We're gonna be using those for New Year's. Stay tuned. I also picked up some sloppy Joe sauce. Now I've made recipes where I could just do this with my own recipe, but these are good to have on hand, and we don't even use them for buns. What I like to do with them is just cook up the meat, put the sloppy Joe sauce, and then I fry up potatoes like scalloped and sliced, and then I put the meat on top with cheese on it and just serve that for dinner. It's so good. We are big fans of hot tamales, even though it makes Paul cough. Does that ever happen to you? If it makes you cough, he like develops a cough after eating hot tamales, and we're not sure if it's because he has an allergy to something. Most likely it probably means that. But if you have that issue, let me know down below with any sweets. And then I picked up Las Palmas green enchilada sauce. Now this one is mild. I guess they have different temperatures. This was another recommendation from somebody that they really like this brand. I like to use the Macayos, and I have a few already in the pantry, but I thought let's try this one and then we'll have a little taste test. I have these yummy waters. These are my favorite. I love these lemon flavored ones. I know they make them in different flavors. If you are a fan of the splash, let me know what your favorite flavor is. And right behind me here, I have some distilled water and some diet cream soda. I didn't do Dr. Pepper this time because they're pretty inexpensive to buy the big pack. So we just went with that. Me and Ezra do like the cream soda. And Paul, of course, and the other boys love Diet Coke. So let's start putting things away and unloading more. So another thing that I purchased for our pantry, our second pantry, are these yummy Velveeta Mac and Cheese. This is the one that Ezra really likes. And so sometimes I'll just have them. We'll make them as a side dish with our dinner. I picked up some more sugar. Been doing lots of baking lately. And lots of eggs. You guys, I go through a lot of eggs and I'm the only one that eats them. So I have like 2 eggs a day, and lately I've been making them in ham cups. So I just bake them at 400 degrees, put a slice of ham kind of squared, and then crack an egg open into that, little salt, little pepper, and then bake them for 14 minutes at 400 degrees. Don't forget to grease the pan, and then pull it out that last minute, sprinkle some cheese on top. It is perfect. And then I just make like a few days in advance, and then there, boom, breakfast is served, and it is so good. And Ezra, he will say, it looks good and it has lots of protein, but when I offer it to him, he says, no, thank you. He's so funny. Okay, so I picked up some breadcrumbs. So I bought 2 of these. These are just $1, so that's really good. Picked up some corn tortillas, so we're gonna be having some enchiladas for sure. This is their brand, these Weiler's Light. It's kind of like Crystal Light, so I just picked up their brand. Red peppers. I have been needing some red pepper flakes for like a couple of recipes now, and pizza and all of that. So it was good to have. I had to pick up some more garlic. These little jars of garlic are, one, we don't find them very easily in our refrigerator, and by we, I mean me, and they like to fall out of the refrigerator and break all over the place. So I am considering putting things in a little plastic container. Do you guys, what do you guys do to make it so that your garlic doesn't either go bad or break out of the refrigerator? I don't know what to do. This is probably our 3rd one, like a couple months. Okay, I've picked up a couple of the chocolate chips. I just like to keep these on hand. I picked up 4 of these Zatarans. I like to keep these also stocked up because really good recipe. Just cook this up, put it on the side. After you have made 1 can of cream of chicken soup with like 3 chicken breasts, and let that cook up and cook through. Shred it in the crock pot, and then add a can of corn, and then like a handful of cheese, and then the cooked rice. Such an easy dinner. So good too. Just picked up some more oil just to keep that on hand, and another bag of this. This is actually my favorite, the Sweet Montana. It is, I've been cooking a lot of bread lately, guys. Bread rolls and French bread. And so we go through a lot of flour. Now this flour isn't like the store brand flour. It's gonna be, this was like almost $5 for 5 pounds. So there also is another, there's one at Costco. You can get organic, and it's a good price as well. For like 20 pounds, it's $11. So I think that's kind of the better price, but I was just at the store. So let's keep going. Okay, so here is some of the freezer meals that I was talking about. Some beef and broccoli and some sweet and sour chicken. So this one was a hit the last time. So just serve that with some veggies and rice, and you are ready for dinner or lunch. Another thing that I got for the freezer, these are really good for lunches. This is one of Jonas's favorites, actually. So they're very easy to make, and he likes them. Another thing for the freezer is this big box of taquitos. The kids love this. It's easy for lunch. If we're going to the park with friends, we've done this before a couple of times now, that I will just heat up some taquitos, keep them in the, wrap them up in the foil that I baked them on, and take them right to the park so they're nice and crispy and still hot. I picked up some bagels. My favorite bagel, of course, it's toasted with cream cheese, sliced tomatoes, and sprinkle lemon pepper on it. It is so good. I picked up also a couple of these sour creams. I like to add it to when I make the green enchiladas, and so I put a little bit of the sour cream to kind of give it a creamy consistency, and it's really good. Just picked up some butter. We go through lots when I'm baking, and some more brown sugar. I picked up some more broccoli. Whenever if I'm roasting it or broiling it in the oven, I just like to top it with some lemon juice. And if we don't get to it before and then I notice it's starting to wilt, then I'll just cut it and put it into the freezer to add it to some casseroles later on. And I picked up Ezra's favorite waffles. He loves these waffles, so I'm gonna keep one pack in the front freezer and then keep the rest in the back freezer. And then I picked up also just some regular chips. With having a couple of the sour creams, I can just make some onion dip really quick, and boom, we are ready for some little treats or some snacks while we're watching a movie. Okay, we're getting close to done. All right, so I just picked up some more potatoes. Now, WinCo is the only place where I smell my potatoes. I just bought too many from there that were not smelling so good. I don't know. Those were fine, by the way. I also picked up some baby carrots. Now, if we don't get to these, like just snacking, then I chop them up and put them in freezer bags and keep them in the freezer for stews and soups and for casseroles. I just picked up some tomatoes for those bagels and some lettuce. And then, of course, we had to pick up these Cosmic Crisp apples. These are so good. They're a little bit on the pricier side, but these are pretty big that we can all, like 2 to 3 people can share it, and it is delicious. All right, so this is the end. So I have 2 bags here of chicken wings. We're gonna be making some wings for New Year's Eve and our get together. Picked up some more chicken breasts because I like to always buy a couple. We go through lots of chicken. So another thing that I like to get while I'm at WinCo is their orange chicken and their barbecue chicken teriyaki. Now, this is Yang's. This is Yang's brand, and it is so good. Very comparable to Trader Joe's, both of them. And you get actually a little bit more for your buck. So you're gonna pay about the same, and you're gonna get more product, which, of course, I love. So have this with some vegetables and some rice, and you have also an easy meal. Who put these in my cart? These are so good. I just have like 3 at a time, and they last me like a couple weeks. So I don't always want them, but when I do, I want a snack. They're delicious. Only a couple bucks too. And then I saw this and wanted to try it. This is the Ling Ling brand of the ramen, the Tokyo ramen, which I'm excited about. Look at how yummy that picture is. I know when I open it up, it's not gonna look like that, but I have high hopes that it's gonna be very good. I picked up some more of these for our food storage. I do use them maybe about once every couple weeks or so. My oldest son isn't a fan of flaked, he's on his mission. He isn't a fan of flaked mashed potatoes, but you know, sometimes when I'm making something and it calls for potatoes and I go and reach for the potatoes, they've gone bad, then you know, I grab one of these and it's really fine. I think it's not a big deal, and or I wouldn't buy them, right? Because so they are really good to have, especially in food storage. You know, I picked up some more of the Little Debbie's. These ones are super good to have. And Ezra has been wanting strawberry applesauce, so I finally found it. The last thing I purchased is just a couple of these for the refrigerator to keep it smelling fresh. Do you put some baking soda in your refrigerator? Let me know down below. But that is it, you guys. I got a lot. It was massive, don't you think? And my total was $187. So I love going to WinCo. It has such good prices, and I get so much for my money. So thanks so much, Rollers, for stopping by the channel. Give it a thumbs up and stick around, Rollers, because you just never know what I'll be rolling out next. Bye, everyone.